Hey guys, Christian from PTCGCentral here with a New Jersey States report. I played, I'm just going to cut the chase. I played Rayeels. I played pretty well. I went 4-3, so I did alright. I'm just going to go over the deck now. So, yeah, this isn't the exact list I played. There's one card difference. I'll go over that once we get to that exactly. So I run 3 Rayquaza EX. Actually, I see a lot of lists running 2 now. I really just like the assurance of 3 because a lot of the times I'll have one prize. So I mean, it's just good to have that extra Rayquaza EX. Dragon Burst is just the main attack of the deck. You just need to keep it all consistent, and this guy's the center of everything. So why not run 3? Next, we got a bunch of single attackers. 1 Keldeo EX. He really isn't an attacker. I never attacked with him during the entire tournament. Russian EX is an automatic switch when Skyro's in play. When Skyro isn't in play, this guy's kind of dead weight. And actually, I found myself sometimes wishing for the 4th switch, but Keldeo was really helpful today. Like, it's just quite good. I run 1 Victini with V-Create. Even if you're not playing against Kling, this card's pretty good. Like, I V-Create for game, one of the games, so, I mean, it's mainly to counter Kling, but if you can't run into Kling, it's still pretty decent. Next I run 1 Shiny Rayquaza. This card lets you donk. I didn't get to donk this entire tournament, but yeah, this card's good. Shred, this card helps the mirror match. It really helps the Black Chiron matchup. So yeah, really good. Last of my one-ofs, I run 1 Emolga. I was ranked 2 before, but a lot of the time you don't even need to call for family. A lot of the time you might want to start with something else. Like, you have a good enough setup, you might want to just get the Fire on Rayquaza or something. But if you can, you want to get the Emolga start, so that's why I run 1. So yeah, Emolga was really helpful. Like, it helped me so much throughout the tournament. Next, I run 4 Dynamis. I want to run all T-Wave, but I don't have all T-Wave. But I played Rayeels for states like throughout the time I played Eels. Like, I played Darkrai for a very long time, and I still love Darkrai decks, but I started to try something new with Eels, but I've never attacked with these things. Not once. I'm dead serious, never. So I don't, yeah, I mean, the T-Wave one's better if you have to attack, but I never have had to. 4 Eels, a lot of lists run 3. 3 doesn't cut it anymore. The format's so fast, everything's knocking out everything so quick. Darkrai catches your Eels, Landorus catches your Eel, like, it's just the 4 you need for consistency. Also, a lot of the time these things can be prized. Like, a lot of the games I had 2 Eels prized, which is not always very fun, but yeah. Next we're on to Supporters. So I run, just a little bit. 4 Juniper, just Juniper your hand, get those electric energies in the discard. So yeah, really good. Next one I run 4 of, 4N. N is really powerful. This deck can fall behind, not necessarily, but it can if you're playing maybe a Landorus deck, and if you go second. So this card can kind of put your opponent at bay, and isn't as powerful for this deck as it is for other decks, but most of the time you're probably just using this guy for Shuffle Draw. But, I mean, you still need to run 4 because that's just too powerful. So, yeah. 2 Chorus. I found this to be the perfect number. A lot of people run like 4 or something. I don't like that because if you start with this card, you're screwed. You're going to be chorusing for like 1. But later in the game, this card is damn good. I was chorusing for like 9 throughout the tournament. So, yeah. 2 Biancas. I preferred Overchair just because I play 4 Ultra Ball and always discarding stuff. Then I play 1 Skyla. This is the perfect amount. It's just perfect. Like, just Skyla. I find myself in the late game, just go Skyla, get something I need, and sometimes it even wins me the game just because I have Skyla for the last thing I need or whatever. Next, I run 4 Ultra Ball. Most of us run like 3 Ultra Ball. I run 4 just because I like to discard the electric energies, and it's really damn consistent, so I really like it personally. Next we got 3 Switch. Normally you'd be running 4, but with Keldeo as the automatic switch, you don't really need more than 4. So 3 is fine, really. Next, 3 Pokemon Catcher. You don't... Honestly, I don't even think I needed 3 of them. Like, I'm dead serious. I barely used Catcher during this tournament. Like, you're just one-shotting everything. So it's not that big of a deal. The only really reason for Catcher being around is, like, stalling, maybe. And also, like for example, like maybe in a deck like Darkrai or Landorus, like if something has a lot of energy on it, Catcher it up and knock that one out, as opposed to the active one with less energy. Or something like that, but honestly, other than that, like, 3 Catcher is, like, probably the perfect number, but, yeah. 2 Level Ball. I run 4 Ultra Ball, so 2 Level Ball seems good. Just gets out my Eels and Dynamos, and also gets me out of Moga. So, and Victini, I suppose, if I needed it, so. 2 Super Rod. At the tournament, I played 1 Super Rod and a Max Potion. I took out the Max Potion because it didn't do anything for me at the tournament, and I threw in a second Super Rod. I still kind of want to fit into that Max Potion, though, so I'll have to see what happens. But during the tournament, I ran 1 Super Rod, but obviously this is for recovery, grabbing back your Eels and stuff, and Fire Energies. 2 Tool Scrapper. I played 2 Garbodors at the tournament, and wow, this card actually makes that matchup somewhat favorable. Like, just running 2 of them is a huge thing. And the stadiums. I also ran 2 Skyro Bridge. You just run this card in that deck. Like, I don't, like, you just gotta run this card in, what's that deck? The deck I played, Rayeels. I mean, it gives everything for your retreat. 1 Energy Search. I'm not even gonna say anything. Then 1 Computer Search. I know a lot of people like Dowsing Machine in this deck, or Scramble Switch. I like this just because it's so clutch. It's always good. It's just amazing. I mean, I'm pretty close-minded when it comes to ace-specs, and I just like this. Next, we're up to the energy lineup, which is stupidly basic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Electric energy, because Eels. I'm not going to say anything more, really. And then 4 fire. A lot of the times during the tournament, I wish I had 5, but, like, it wasn't really a necessity. Like, I just threw in the second Super on instead, and so far that's been fine. So, next I'm going to go on to my matchups. So yeah, first game I played against, oh, I'll put Quasar, like, right there. Alright, first game I, scoot up to him. First game I played Angel Rayquaza, I was going to say, Angel Miranda. He's one of the best players from our area. He won, I think, he topped out of cities, won 1 cities, and 1 Philadelphia states with Rayeels, actually. He's playing Blastoise Keldeo today with Black Kyurem. He goes first, he gets Tropical Beach. He, like, Tropical Beaches for, like, 6 on the first turn. I end him, and his hand was, like, all energies. So that was, like, a dirt moment on my part, but how could I have known? Then I draw pretty good off the end. I get out of Moga, call for family, and then I get a pretty decent setup. I'm pretty sure I take the first prize by knocking out, like, Black Kyurem or something, and then, like, drops another. I don't exactly remember how this played out. But then he actually dropped down the baby Black Kyurem, like, the one from the set, which, like, that was a big card, because it forced me to, like, take an odd at prize exchange, and also knocked out my Rayquaza EXs in 1 shot. So it was a big deal, actually. There's one point in the game where I was in the lead, and I sent up a Keldeo active after he knocked out something. We thought this was a misplay at first, but it didn't even matter because I had Switch in hand, and if I wanted to use Dragon Burst, then I could have double Dynamotored anyways. So I needed the 2 Dynamotors, and yeah, I had to devote them to Rayquaza, so it didn't matter when I sent up active. And for a while we thought that was a misplay, and I thought I, like, misplayed, but then I'm like, wait a second, I had 2 electric in the discard, and it was all cool. Angel's a cool guy, so, you know, like, all that stuff. Then there was a point, he had 2 prizes left to take, I had 1 prize left to take, he has, like, Black Kyurem on the bench, Keldeo active or something. I think I end him down to 1, no, he must have had 1 prize, because I remember I end him down to 1 card. And then I was going to win next turn, I just needed a double Dynamotor, and then it was game. He drew a card, and apparently he top decked the Juniper, and then he gets, I think he needed 2 energy retrievals to win, or something like that. So he computer searched for energy retrieval and played the energy retrieval in his hand, and won. It was a really close game, though, so I don't mind losing to such a good player in such a good game. So yeah. Next, sorry that took a while. Next I played Eric Gangsman. I'm trying to remember these guys. I always play Eric at the second round of every tournament. He's playing Darkrai, and he just kind of dead drew a lot of the game. I stalled him out by catching his Darkrai's, and I was just able to Dragon Burst a lot for the game. I actually V-created for the game because I didn't have any more Rayquazas in play. I had the catcher in hand, so I'm just like, derp, send up a Molga, Dynamo to attach fire, catcher, V-create. It felt awesome, but yeah, whatever. So I'm 1-1. Then I played against Rayeels mirror match. I don't know what happened this game. I had a really good hand. Then he ended me. I believe my hand was like 3 Ultra Balls, a Sky Arrow, and like 2 other useless cards or something. It was like the most awful thing ever, and I just dead drew for like the first 6 or 7 turns. I almost made a comeback, but he catchered up all my eels. I tried to super rod him back. I took like 3 prizes, but it was alright too late, and he won. Then I played against Darkrai, Lasers, and Hammers. I probably would have won this game, actually. I took 4 prizes, but I had my Super Rod and 3 Fire Energies prized. I had a really, really good setup, and they couldn't draw their hammers, so I just took 4 prizes. Then when they got rid of the Fire, and I knew that my Super Rod and Fire Energy were prized, I just like pretty much scooped, because I knew I couldn't win. Unless I was like attacking with Eels or Keldeo, but there's not really a point to do that. That's why I threw in the second Super Rod, actually, because I don't want 3 Fire Energies. Like, that hurts, man. 3 Fire Energies, wow. Then I played against Garbodor, Landorus. I really just, like, set up. I catched up all of his Trubbishes and knocked them out with regular Rayquaza before he could do anything. Then the late game, when he set up like 2 Garbodors in 1 turn and attached, like, Eviolites to them or something, and I'm just like, Tool Scrapper, derp, knock out your Landorus, and I pretty much just swept him. He didn't take a prize. Then I pursed Landorus Garbodor again. Pretty much the same exact thing happened. Catcher all of his Trubbishes before they become Garbodor. He finally gets one out. Tool Scrapper, Dragon Burst, a big attacker, and it was pretty much over. So now I'm 3-3. Then I played Mirror again. This was a close game. Really, we just kind of exchanged Dragon Bursts. It was who could draw the fire, and I drew the extra fire off of, because I had an Energy Search in my hand. So really, I won that one, and I was 4-3. I didn't feel too good because I feel like my luck wasn't really there this tournament, but I don't know. Like, I feel satisfied with the way I played. I feel like I played well. So, yeah, that's the last states I'm going to. I'm not going to regionals at all, but Anthony's probably going to post up his report. Vinny got 3rd place in seniors. I'm very happy for, I don't know, 4th place, what am I saying? Anthony Salerno, he got top 8 twice, so happy for him. I think I'm probably just going to play a fun deck for now. Maybe I'll post a deck profile of it, like maybe like Landorus, Darkrai, just for fun until the next format. And also, guys, I want to hear what you guys think of next format, because I haven't been looking into it. What do you guys, like, what's doing well? Like, what happened at your states also? How'd you do? What'd you play? Like, what won? What were the results? So yeah, guys, see you later, and peace.